So, welcome back to another video. My name is Glenn and today we're looking at these coins here. So, I'll give you a few minutes to think about, or a few seconds actually, to think about what country these are from. And I should give you a hint. Okay, it has a harp on the back. Ira and a harp. So, let's see if we can think about it. We've got pre-decimal and decimal series. And you have euros. I've only got the €1 cent. I do have the other European coins. Here you go. This is the Euro set from this country. So if you haven't figured it out, these are Irish coins. And Ira is the name in Irish. Or I think they call it Irish Gaelic. So this is 1978. So the Irish coins, for the most part, just have domestic animals that you would use to eat. Here we have, I think that's salmon. We have a bull, chicken, a hare. So the difference between a hare and a rabbit, so the hare is a solitary animal. It means that it doesn't like to congregate in groups. Rabbits do. I think that's the Irish wolfhound. Then we have pigs. Juju. Sorry. So, sorry, I said juju. That's just a Cantonese word for pig. So we've got pig and piglets. Late pingen. I think that's how you say it. It's a halfpenny. Nice, beautiful animal. I don't see many coins with domestic pigs. So this is a domestic pig because it's quite fat. When you get wild pigs, they become quite thin and you get tusks and they become pretty fierce and small as well. And this one is a 1941. So here we have the 1 penny, quite large, and these are the same size as the Australian pre-decimal coins for the 1 penny. The 3pence and 6pence are a bit different. So you'll see the difference in these, that these has the Roman D, so for denarius, where they get it from, instead of P for penny. And have a look at that. Got the female chicken with chicks, pink yen. And you can see the Irish script is a bit different. So this one is 1937. I think it was about 4.5 million or 4.8 million. And you can see the Irish harp with a beautiful, oh, look at that pattern. That's quite nice. I'd actually like that harp. And if you haven't, there's actually YouTube channels where they play harps. And they're actually quite good YouTube channels. And the next one we have is a pretty damaged. So this one's from 1948. So in 1930, this is 37 or 38. 1937 was the last year in which they had. So this basically says the Free State of Ireland, and they just change it to Ireland. So there's a change in the lettering. You can see the script actually looks quite nice, bit rounded, and it's a bit hard to read if you're not. So I think that's S-T-A-T. So the stroke on the top is probably mean it's a long vowel. So stat. And I don't know how to pronounce Gaelic. So on this harp, you can see the front of it has a nice pattern on it, which you would place your body when you go around to, so you'd actually play the harp this way. So it's actually quite nice. So the 3pence and 6pence coins has always been nickel, and these coins are actually quite nice. The Irish coins are very well designed, and you can see it has the initials PM. That's for Percy Metcalfe. Who is Percy Metcalfe? It was an English artist, sculptor and designer, and he designed quite a lot of different coins, and he also designed the backside. So we have 64 in 1940. And these ones probably cost a few dollars each. If they're under $1 million, you're probably talking about $10. If they're over $1 million, and you're probably talking about, I don't know, probably about $1 to $5. You can see this one, that's in general condition. If you get it in uncirculated, you'll be paying a bit more. So that is quite a nice coin. So this one's probably in very fine condition. This one's probably in EF, because a lot of the detail of the rabbit, no, not the rabbit, the hair is still evident. Then we have a silver shilling. So this one is a bull. So Ireland only used silver 41 and 2 shillings up until 1943. Then after that, they didn't issue coins for probably at least 5 years. And then they issued them in copper and nickel. So this one is 50% silver. But it's 1928, so first issue, so it has the highest mintage. And here is the florin. So that one has a bull on it. This one has a salmon. Looks like salmon. And florin 2S. So it has both of them. And it's reeded as well. So the silver ones have coarse reeding, which is thick reeding. And the copper nickel has just a reeding, thin reeding, which is the same as the current Australian 20-cent coins. Quite nice coining, pretty good condition. Then we have the coins they issued in 1971. So these are 1 and 2 pence. These are images from the Book of Kells. So look up the Book of Kells. Very interesting. And 88 was the last year they issued bronze coins, and then they changed it to copper plated steel. So that is those two coins. There's a halfpenny, but I don't have those for this video. And these decimal coins, I pretty much sell like the whole set for like $15 to $20, depending on how many coins there are. Usually I sell them from halfpenny to 1 penny to £1. So here we have the large and small pence. You can see they changed the way the bull is facing, which would help you distinguish the coins, but you know, there's no need because of the different sizes. Copper nickel, I think this was copper nickel as well. They didn't change these to steel. So it's the 96, 1978. And most years in Ireland had pretty high mintages. Ireland generally only issues coins when they need them. They mint them. Unlike Australia, which sometimes issues pretty low coins. And unlike countries like Hong Kong, which only issue coins when they really need it, so every few years. Then we have the 10 pence. This is first issued in 1969 with the same image that is on the florin. So these equivalent value, both milling as well. So these florin would have circulated as 10 pence for probably up until these were reduced in size in I think 1992. So then they've done the same as the 5 pence and changed just the way the fish is looking. So same. So yes. Then we have the 20 pence. This one has bronze disease on it. But this is a 1986. The one you want to get is the 1985, which was only issued for people to use to calibrate things like coin machines, vending machines and all that stuff. So those ones, typically they still belong to the Irish government. But yes, they're very valuable. And I'm not too sure if they will get confiscated, because I've heard, like some UK coins that were issued a year before. I can't remember, Edward VIII, maybe. They were issued for the threepence, I believe. But they still belong to the Irish government. I think someone sent it in to get it verified with the Bank of England, and they pretty much confiscated the coin, saying it was still their property. And then we had the two highest coins. So unlike the UK in 1987, which reduced the size of the 50 pence, Ireland did not. Because there's no use, they're going to change to the euro anyway. But this one has a bird on it. Can't remember what bird that is, so I need to look up Numistar and find out what bird it is. Anyway, the 50 pence sells for, I don't know, $4 or $5, as well as these ones. These ones are sell for like $5. They seem to sell quite well. And okay, so let's have a look at the 50 pence. First issued in 1970, and it has a woodcock bird. And this one is the 1983. So 83 is 7 million. There isn't 1984 and the 1986, but they're pretty low mintages. And I would say the 84 is and 86 were probably both melted down. So it does say on Numis that the 86 was melted, but the 84 just has a lower, yeah, it has a no mintage, but a lower collector's rate than the 86. So they're the two coins you get. All the other ones are pretty common. The last year for this is 2000. And then we have the 1 penny, which they issued in 1990 to replace the 1 penny. Oh, not penny, £1. To replace the £1, they call it punt. And this one is has security rating. I quite like this type of rating. It's very creative. New Zealand has this, Hong Kong has this, and so here's the Hong Kong coin, security rating. A few countries have this. Do I have any more on the table? I probably do. It'll take too long to look them up. Anyway, so this one has Red Deer, that's it. So 98 has a mintage of, yeah, about 23 million. So there is no pretty low mintage coin for this. The lowest is 96 with about 9.2 million, but that's still pretty common. But then you've got 42,000 for the 1990 proof set. That's probably the one to look for, but quite nice. And also, I got this coin that was issued for Ireland. It says Hibernia, has a harp on it. This is 1905. Pretty well circulated and also damaged. So someone's put a punch mark on it. But because that's full of patina, that's probably done probably at least 200 years ago, I would say. So I'm not too sure on why they've done that. But this is the half penny, and they stopped issuing these in 1823. So between 1823 and 1928, they just issued UK coins. So troubled history. And this one's a bit more expensive. In this condition, probably only a few dollars. If you want an uncirculated one, you're probably talking about thousands. So, yeah. Usually what I do is I get these coins, I upgrade my collection, take the best out. So this one I don't have, so this is going into my collection, a silver half penny, shilling, not half penny, God, get confused. And the next time I do Irish video, talk about the Euro coins and what you should find, and look at pretty much the standard design. That is the Irish Euro coins. So anyway, here I'll leave the video. Hope it was helpful a little bit. If you need more information about mintages, then go to Numistar. If you need more information about values, I recommend you go to the sold section of eBay. It will help you out. But just remember, coin values are all over the place. They're never just one value for a year or denomination. So, like the value of this coin, you take, I don't know, probably 10 or 20 sold items, highest and lowest, and then you just divide it by, just say you take 10, you take the value, then you divide it by 10, it gives you roughly a mid-range value. If you have extreme outliers, like if the highest coin sold was $5, then you have an outlier of $15, then you probably just discard that. As well as if it's I don't know, 50 cents, you discard that because it'll just skew the results and give you unrealistic value. So anyway, thank you very much for watching my video, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.